Hello and welcome to the 5th ever Jojovein Direct. Today I'm with my friend Luke the Winner.
Howdy.
So for the first order of business, I've actually added Danny to the game. Danny, no!
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 I've added a brand new move to Star Platinum in the world upon popular request. It is a beatdown. It creates a little ring, and if the enemy is in the ring, it triggers a beatdown event where your camera zooms a bit and it starts beating down on the opponent. It works kind of like a grab in a fighting game. It bypasses defenses, and if you land it, you can see that it will send them flying. The world
Holy.
kicks them to the side,
There we go.
and Star Platinum shoots them into the air. But that's not really the point of this direct. The point of this direct is to show off a bigger feature that I've added to the mod pack to replace the meteor system. Now, as you may know, the meteors were a little bit on the unreliable side. Sometimes they would outright fail and they'd be very hard to grab. And there wasn't much I could do with it with that mod, so I decided to kind of code my own system. So when I open the Jojovein home menu, I have 3 new options, and I will explain what all of these do one by one. So first off, let's start with the meteor event. When a meteor event triggers, this prompt will show up that says to open your adventure menu, and when you hit the O button, you will see that it says a Speedwagon Foundation has spotted a meteor approaching. Hit go, and then you will be transported right to the meteor with a 60-second delay before the meteor event starts. During this delay, we are unable to summon our stands, and we are unable to damage each other. When the timer ticks down to 0, a mob is going to spawn, and this mob has to be defeated before any of us can get the meteor. So what this ends up creating is a bit of a PvP event, where everyone is going to scramble for the meteor. If you look up into the sky, you can see the meteor is slowly falling, and once it starts to land next to the ground, we can actually touch the meteor, and it'll make that little bar go down faster, and when the bar hits 0, the closest player to the meteor gets the meteor. However, when you're speeding up the process, you actually become vulnerable to being killed in one hit. So now we're going to fight for the meteor. Yeah, I got ejected from this meteor event. So as you can see, the meteor broke, and I've acquired the meteor because I cheated and teleported in. As you can see, everyone else is ejected when the meteor event ends, and they are put back in the spot they accepted this quest. So really, you can take this no matter what dimension you're in, and you'll end up not losing your place.
Oh,
So you
that's
can see
cool.
that if we spawn in the water, the meteor will create an Elder Guardian instead of a Grimoire boss. Guys, get your shovels.
I have an
Heaven
excavator.
shovel?
Does
Sure.
that count?
Next, we have a buried treasure event. So once you press this, the clock starts ticking. It happens every 4 hours or so, and it says there are 12 treasure chests.
In my experience.
So within 30 blocks of these particles, there are 12 buried treasure chests. The chests that are 2 blocks deep have rewards from, I believe, mine shafts. The blocks that are 4 blocks deep have rewards from temples. And the chests that are 6 blocks deep have rewards from an end city. So they have the best stuff. That's pretty good.
Got a diamond chest plate here with iron wall, fire protection 3, and unbreaking 3.
So as you can see, stands are disabled and I'm unable to hurt them. So this is more of like a team event, although you can sabotage each other if you want. You can also collaborate, cooperate, just whatever you feel like. some of these rewards are just really good. And you can see we've been sent back to our starting space. Now, the final type of event is a horse race event. And when you enter this event, it's actually going to spawn a random horse. The stats are fixed, so you get the same horse stats every time, but it's a random breed. If you own a spin horse, it will use that horse instead, though. So I'm going to start a horse race event here. So you get this little ring of particle effects, and you have to be in this ring. If the match starts while you're outside of the ring, you will be disqualified and ejected to the overworld. As soon as this timer ends, it's going to show a compass on the screen that will direct us to the location of the goal. It's generally in the direction of the referee, with a slight diverging variable to it.
I love B-roll footage.
No, this is staying in.
Better, because I'm gonna win.
Damn you, spin user.
But if you're put in a situation like this where you can't exactly cross, and you submerge yourself in water, you're automatically put in a boat carrying your horse. So don't feel discouraged. This event is really for everyone. I'm gonna be really mad if the end is just water.
Well, I have bad news.
Water and water and water, water, water. Shoutouts to my boy Jumbo.
It's just named SPW horse.
Oh yeah.
Alright. No, you cannot use stands. You physically cannot. You get to see the lovely terrain of a new Minecraft world because actually all of these events take place in their own dimension. Well, rather, they all take place in the same event dimension.
You missed the finish line, Luke.
Hold
Yeah, come on, Luke.
You gotta walk into the cloud.
There we go.
There we go. So the reward for first place is 50 Stardust, second is 25 Stardust, and third is 10 Stardust. Now I know what you're probably wondering right now. What is Stardust? Well, if you hit the O button, you will see there's now a slightly new GUI. It has the goals and the quests like before. But there's also this Stardust section. Keep in mind you get 100 Stardust from winning a meteor. So you're allowed to buy Crusaders with this Stardust, items like steak or human hearts. And if you really grind out meteors, you can get perfect stars, but I won't exactly recommend that. I'm going to show off a couple of these new Crusaders. The first one I want to show off is Yukiona. So she has an ability that slows people, an ability that encases people in ice, and my personal favorite, which makes terrain slippery and kind of causes everyone to go wild over here. They're just moving around all crazy like. It can certainly create a lot of disarray if you want to bring her to a meteor event or something. And then we have the big boy over here, Skeleton Goliath. So I got a little Mexico-themed skin for him. And you can hear the bonk noise.
It's reverbing through Luke's microphone.
Sorry.
And oh, what is that? Punt. He got punted into the stratosphere. But I can also have him do this on me, so I get sent flying. And if you really want to create chaos, his third move creates an earthquake, which causes everything around me to shoot up into the air, and they keep bouncing and taking damage. Yeah, it is what it is. It's like the best thing ever.
The combo of bonk, bonk, and then that is really good.
And then we have the creeper girl over here. She's just a creeper, so she'll explode. Kaboom.
And that is all it does.
And that is all it does. She has no other features, I guarantee you.
Zero. None.
0. And before I bring this direct to a close, I want to show off a new ability that Gold Experience has. It's kind of an old ability, actually, the tree. But if they stand rush this tree, the punches now reflect back at them. This also goes for if they swing their sword at the tree. So it really does reflect damage now. Alright, so that's all we have. I hope you enjoyed the Jojovein Direct, and happy Jojoveining!